Hi guys, and welcome back to part 4 of building the Live Aid stage. And as you can see, probably the first thing you've noticed since the last video is I've cleaned up quite a bit down the front here. All those pieces were driving me up the wall a bit, but I've just basically chucked them down there in a sorting bucket for later on. So yeah, you can see I've done a little bit of work, especially just giving it a bit more height and getting this top section of the stage finished off. It took a little bit longer than I'd hoped because I'd actually stuffed up. I actually made this a little bit too long. It was sort of coming out over here, sort of on either side, and it should have actually been plush as it is now, with the side of the stage here coming right up, because if you can see on the real one down in here, it just comes straight up. It's not coming over and onto this bit. When I get the banners in here, I would have had to have trimmed a section for it to fit in, but now it'll just fit on there fairly nicely, hopefully. So we're basically, or I have been basically fitting a lot of the LED lights in, and basically the set which run down here are the coloured ones, also running down in here as well. And I hope to have them sort of coming through on this side down in this part of the stage as well. And you can see down in here is the feed. Plenty of cable left that goes like way down there. And on the top here, you go on down the side, and it's going to come across here. Is just our white lights which run across the stage roof as well. There were blinders, they're called blinder lights on the real stage. You may be able to see them around about there, and we'll put them sort of up in here on those few different spots. And what else are we up to? So I've done a little bit of work down here in the stage. Finally, the white tiles come along in the mail the other day, so that was the first thing I did, was to finish tiling off the stage. And as you can see, it now, this revolving stage platform does blend in a lot nicer. You can still see it step up a little bit, but it just blends in a lot nicer than what it obviously did before. We've done a bit of work on Elton John's white grand piano there. I have actually put a black platform underneath it, only because with the white piano with everything, the white background, white floor and everything, it was just sort of blending in a little bit too much there. I've just made some pretty simple stage feedback monitors. I don't know, I'm not sure about these yet. I mean, I've been looking at them, the real ones used, and you can actually see the big round speakers on the front, but they do sort of have a bit of a black rectangle covering over the top of them, so I'm not sure about them yet. And these ones are just they're just sitting here, they're not pinned down, so I'm not really sure yet if I'm going to use them. I did actually have like a sort of hinge underneath and had them connected, but then they were sort of sticking up a bit too much. They do actually sit better just sitting on the stage floor like that. Yeah, so what else to show in way of update? I have extended the truss or column beams on the top. There is one of these inside here as well, and this section or this backdrop here, which will have the Live Aid emblems on here, will actually hang off this one, and probably, well, the front section here, front section will hang off here, back section will hang off another truss beam a bit further back here. So yeah, I'm just going to take this out and just show you what this is looking like here so far. So this back bit had a whole heap of par cans attached to it. Can't quite see them in the, maybe just a little bit in the picture down there. You can see a whole heap of par can lights that they used to help light up the stage. So I've started just basically making this here, just very simple ones. So I've got to fix these ones up down here. I wasn't sure whether to go with the 1x1 grey plate there, or to have them sort of like this down the bottom without that, but I think we'll definitely go with the 1x1 grey. All these black modified bricks here for the lights to hook on, they'll all be white. So the whole lot will be, I'm just waiting for more to come in the mail. So yeah, we're going to get that fully rigged up. I think in the next video that will be done. Not sure where to quite use these lights yet. I'm not sure. I mean, I think I'll definitely use the trusses, but not sure about these particular lights yet. So yeah, I have been showing a few little bits, if you've been watching the other video, a few little interesting snippets from the Live Aid documentary. I'm going to throw one in this video as well, and what fascinates me is this day, Live Aid Day, never, didn't nearly happen for a number of reasons, and at the 9th hour, Wembley Arena was basically saying, we want to get paid for using our arena, or stadium, I should say. The arena's across the road. We want to get paid for the use of our stadium, and so I'm going to show a quick bit of footage from the Live Aid documentary on that.
America was finally falling into place, but at Wembley, a massive row was brewing. Everyone in Britain was giving their services for free, except Wembley, who insisted on charging for the venue and their staff.
Wembley were the biggest pains in the arse of the whole thing. They were really not going with the plot. They wanted money, they wanted this, they wanted that. And I was just going, fuck them, no.
An 11th hour meeting was arranged with Wembley's deputy chairman, Jarvis Astaire.
Suddenly, Bob Geldof let it rip and used a number of four-letter words.
Jarvis was starting to really dig his heels in, and the more he was digging his heels in, the more Bob was swearing, and the more Jarvis was getting seriously upset.
That man Geldof has just sworn at me then, and I said, so you've never met Bob before then? And he said, I'm not having it. I'm not having it in my boardroom.
I was, to some extent, offended that he was in the boardroom at Wembley having a proper business meeting, and he was behaving like the wild ruffian that I thought he was in the first place.
It actually got very close to blows as it happened.
And I said to him, if you want to talk to me about an event at Wembley and you're here, don't use that language and don't bang on the table.
And at that point, he was, it was like, I'm not having this, I'm not having this show in here, I'm not having that man in here. And we all thought it was all off again.
At the 24th hour, Wembley reached a deal. Live Aid agreed to pay the stadium £250,000 for the day.
So yeah, rather interesting. You can just imagine Bob Geldof in that boardroom slamming his fist on the table. But anyway, thankfully, all went well. Of course, they did have to pay £250,000, well, the Live Aid Trust to Wembley Stadium. But, when you see the mess, the cleanup and the cost involved in probably running that event, it was, I think they probably did have to contribute some money. Talking about lights, we've got this little guy up here, and he's one of the spotties. He's going to be, I'm going to have one here and one down this side, shining the spotlight on the artists down there playing. And I'm going to change this white piece here to a black one. Again, coming in the mail as well. And you can actually see those guys up here. One over on this side, and just see his legs hanging down the back of that little seat there. So yeah, going to put them in as well. And that is about it, guys, in way of update. And hopefully we'll have another video up in another week or so. Just depends yeah, how much time I get to do a bit more work on this. Hope all is well out there. If you're new here and want to keep up to date with how this is all going, please make sure you click subscribe. Have a good one. Bye.